Hello gamers, my name is Chuck Siegert. I am the designer of the upcoming DVG game 0 Liter. Today I wanted to talk to you about the maintenance mechanic, see what I did there, in my game. Logistics are a huge part of any military operation, and for Japan they were critical. The maintenance rules I have installed are meant to convey the feeling of limited resources, not only in planes, but parts, men, and facilities. Please note, these are late prototype counters and cards. These, along with the details of the rules, are subject to change. Alright gamers, let's get to it. Okay, maintenance is a part of the debriefing phase in 0 Liter. The first thing you do when your planes return home is place maintenance needed counters on every plane that flew the mission. It does not matter if the plane performed any maneuvers or dropped any ordnance. If it flew, it needs maintenance. After you do all the stress calculations, the pilot promotions, and other housekeeping steps are complete, you start on doing the maintenance. Now, every campaign gives you the number of maintenance crews you start with. Maintenance crews can be purchased with SO points before the campaign begins, but you may not add them after it starts. In this example, I have 2 maintenance crews. The crews perform their function after the mission, but before the next day's missions. I call this overnight. These crews have the following capabilities. 1 crew may remove up to 2 maintenance needed counters. Or 1 crew may repair 1 minor damage counter. Or 1 crew may prepare a reinforcement plane for use the next day. 1 crew may also repair 1/2 of a damage counter. Now, if you assign 1 crew to a damaged aircraft, after the first night, take the damage counter off, replace it with a minor damage counter. If that crew stays on it another day, that minor damage counter comes off. If that crew gives up on the airplane, it sits with a minor damage counter. Now, you may put 2 crews together on 1 damaged aircraft, and it will repair 1 damaged counter overnight. So let me show you how this works. Let's say these 4 A6M2 pilots just returned from a very successful mission. All 4 aircraft receive a maintenance needed counter. Overnight, the maintenance crews are busy, and they remove all 4 maintenance needed counters, and the A6M2s are ready for duty. In other words, this maintenance crew can remove 2 maintenance neededs, and this maintenance crew removes these 2 maintenance neededs. All 4 aircraft are ready to rock and roll. Now, I'm not showing any stress or anything like that because that's a separate part of it. This is just maintenance. Now, in this next example, all 4 of our aircraft return from the mission, which is good news. But 1 of them suffered minor damage, blasted anti-aircraft. So all 4 still get the maintenance needed counters, but this one actually has 2 counters on it, maintenance needed plus a minor damage. Now, as we know, 1 crew can remove 2 maintenance counters, but it takes 1 crew all night to remove a minor damage counter. Decision time. Do I remove all 4 maintenance needed counters using both of my crews to remove them? And that would leave the minor damage on that guy. Or do I remove the 2 minor or maintenance needed and put the other crew to remove the minor damage, leaving maintenance needed on 2? This is a very, very tough decision. Normally what I would do is exactly that. I would have 1 maintenance crew take off the 2 maintenance needed. The other maintenance crew would remove the minor damage from that, and these 2 aircraft would be set with maintenance needed. How did I make that decision? Well, let me talk to you about a couple of charts that do help you make those decisions. This first chart is entitled Flying with Maintenance Counters on Aircraft. As you can see, this gives you what happens if you send off an aircraft that still has a maintenance needed counter on it, or a minor damage counter on it, or heaven forbid, a damage counter on it. At the start of the over the target turn, you would shake 1d10, and that would give you the results. So as an example, I shake a 3 on my maintenance needed, no change. So he does not get that maintenance needed counter. He will get another maintenance needed counter, so he'll have to use one of these maintenance needed times 2 counters when he comes back, but at least he can perform the mission. Everything is fine. Had I shaken a 2, let's say, now I have to add a maintenance needed counter immediately. And when he comes back, he gets another maintenance counter, so he'll end up having 3 maintenance needed counters on his aircraft. Things are starting to stack up. You really don't want to do that, okay? So now, let me show you the other chart, and that is called pushing the crew. So let's say you now have done the repairs, got the 2 maintenance needed gones and the minor damage gone, but you still have 2 maintenance neededs left over. You can choose to push your crew. Basically what you're doing is you're asking them or threatening them, cajoling them, or even bribing them. You're bribing the maintenance crew to try and do an extra effort in service of the Emperor. Well, here you roll a d10 and you'll get a 6, let's say. And you get a 6, they perform the extra work shift, which means they would remove the 2 maintenance needed counters that you needed removed, but they become fatigued. And what happens with a fatigued maintenance crew? They can't do any work that following night. So now you only have 1 maintenance crew left to do the work of 2 maintenance crews the next day. So that's really a difficult decision. I hope you're getting the idea of the feeling of a game within a game, because that was really what I attempted to do. So now one last thing. Let's just say Hera decided to get himself shot down, so he does not return from the mission. What are we going to do? Well, you always get the option of getting in a reinforcement aircraft. In this case, we're going to do Yamazaki would be my reinforcement aircraft. However, he requires 1 of your maintenance crews overnight to get him ready to come out into the fight. So now you've got your 3 aircraft that returned with maintenance needed. 1 aircraft did not return. So you could choose not to replace the one that was damaged and just remove the 3 maintenance needed. You got 3 zeros ready to rock and roll. Or you choose to use 1 maintenance crew to take off the 2 maintenance needed. The other maintenance crew gets this pilot and plane ready to rock and roll, and you still have 3 zeros ready to go, 1 with a maintenance needed on it. Your decisions. That's what I'm looking for. I want you all to have decisions to make, and every one of them will have real-world impacts on your game going forward. So I hope you enjoyed this video and can see the fun and decisions I have added to Zero Leader that will set it apart from other games. As always, please feel free to respond on Facebook to this video. I welcome and encourage comments and questions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.